Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Round the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage at stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, and there you can see a little more about me. You can see our products. You can place an order, sign up to have a party, join my team, things like that. Okay, so any questions, you can put them here and I'll do my best to answer them. So all right, today I am going to do mix and match with a couple of sets from, or a couple of different things from Stamping Around the Dining, sorry, oh my goodness, I'm tired, from Stampin' Up! Okay, so I'm going to show you in our mini catalog, we have the Heart and Home Suite, and it comes with two different bundles. Okay, so 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets. If you buy the bundle, you save 10% off the cost of what they would be individually. I chose not to get these sets because I felt I had a lot of things that were similar, but they do have some nice flowers, and I do like this kind of thing, with the dies that you can see there. There's other dies and stamp sets in both of our catalogs that can mix and match, or you could use in place of some of these. Okay, it's whatever you like. You know, we can't buy everything, and so sometimes there's certain things I don't get just because of that. But it does have quite a few things. It's got an embossing folder, it's got a ribbon, it's got some little classic matte dots here, it's got some doilies, it's got some memories and more card pack, as well as the memories and more envelopes and cards, and it's got some paper, DSP. Okay, the other thing I'm mixing and matching with it today is from our mini catalog as well, Flowing Flowers. It has these neat little groups of flowers, and I like this. Just a note, I like you, time for a happy dance, sending a card instead of a text, thank you and happy birthday. Kind of like the font on that, just a little different from what else I have. So I'll show you here quickly. I did go through this in a little more detail on my Facebook Live yesterday at Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. There will be a link in the description, so if you would like to see that, you can go there. Now, in the DSP that comes with it, it has, actually I guess that one's a little crooked, but anyway, it has 6 sheets, 6 two-sided sheets, I think that, and there's 2 of each. Okay, so here I've got the fancier side up. So you see this one, it's cinnamon cider. And the backs on all these are different wood greens. Okay, then there's this garden green with some leaves, and there's the back of that. This one has flowers. The colors in it are pale papaya and fresh freesia with the garden green. Then this with the misty moonlight, and see, so as you can see as I turn it over, hopefully you can see anyway, all these backs are different wood grains. This is a fresh freesia, okay, and flowers again, the same pale papaya and garden green, okay, and the back of that is this. So, okay, so see all these different wood grains in here, okay. So I did mention the colors, but I will show them to you here. The colors in this are, do I have them all here? Did I lose one? Right here. Basic gray, cinnamon cider, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight, and pale papaya. Okay, so those are the colors. I'm not sure how well those colors show up sometimes on camera, but it's Okay. So I will show you quickly. Here's the, they have colored doilies. They've got Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, and the basic gray. Okay. So, okay. So I will show you also, I didn't get the Memories and More, the cards, but I got a card pack that just has like 2 sizes of like card fronts. But I did get the envelopes and the card bases. One of the card bases, the bigger card base, is the stripe. Okay, and on here you can see I used our oh no, there it is. I used the paper, one side of one side of, it's a different one. It's not the back of this, it's a different one that I used there. There I used half of one of the Misty Moonlight doilies, okay, and the ribbon from the set, the denim ribbon. And here I've got some of the white dots. And from our annual catalog, I did pick one of our little bumblebee trinkets. Okay, just a note. This one is the littler one. This one is a little, if you put this through the mail, it's going to cost a little more postage because it's smaller than the smallest size that takes a regular stamp. But it would be good to put in with like a gift that you're giving someone. Or if you want just to hand someone like a cute little thank you note or thinking of you card. And the outside of this, you can see front and back is the same. It's got like this wood grain. There I used a whole cinnamon cider doily. This is the green DSP, and then I did use our contour dies for this little piece here. And then these are 2020 to 2022 in color square dots, I guess they call them. And this, so those are in our annual catalog. This ribbon also is in the annual catalog. Okay. Then preparing for tonight, I have a few. Oh wait, I did one more early. I'm sorry, yesterday. Here's this is, I just have the pale papaya base. I haven't done the insides of these yet, but I wanted you to see the fronts. And then I took a piece of green cardstock and a piece of our one of the one of the DSP, and I guess it is a little hard to see it, but the color in here, those flowers are this color, the pale papaya. Okay, so I have a pale papaya on the back. And I hold up a little closer, you can see it a little better. And then this ribbon, and these are also from the annual catalog. This is part of the garden. Oh, and I'm saying the wrong thing. The flowers ribbon, and this is called Genial Gems, and they have some green and they've got some yellowish ones that actually they're not supposed to be the color of the flowers, but they're pretty close. Okay, and then I said happy birthday on there. Okay, so for tonight I wanted to do something. I used the cinnamon cider base, and then I took one of the wood grain ones, and I with the trusty, one of these anyway, blending brushes. I just took the cinnamon cider and lightly colored that in. Then this ribbon here, that's pale papaya. That's in our annual catalog. This brown is cinnamon cider. That is actually retired. That was from last year, but I wanted to use it. I have some left over. So just a reminder that you're not going to be able, if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to buy it now. But if you have it in your stash, go ahead and use it. Don't feel that you only can use new things. All right. And then what I used there, let me just make sure I'm telling you the correct ones. Yes, that was the Elegant Faceted Gems from our annual catalog. Okay. Those go well with it. I found there's quite a few of our different rhinestones, gems, whatever, that go well with our sets, with the set. this paper, whatever. I'm trying to the DSP. Then I wanted to show you what the embossing folder that comes with this set is like. Gives you like a honeycomb. It's called Hive. It gives you like a honeycomb look. And so I just did the very front of this. I just put half of it in, ran it through, and then I took a piece, that same paper I was showing you earlier, I just put a piece of that on there, and then with just happy birthday. It's really very simple, but I really liked how that turned out. It has a lot of, like this, gives it a lot of character, I think. So I really liked how that simple goes quickly. Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to today, what I'm going to do is I put together a few cards for you. I tried to get everything pretty much set so that I can just hopefully put these together quickly for you. Last week I ended up going a lot longer than I meant to, and so I'm trying to make it a little bit shorter this week. Okay, so this was one that I can't remember. I was going to do something else with it and then I did not, but it's actually, do I have my longer one here? I thought I did, but anyway, thought I had my 12-inch ruler here, but I don't. Okay, so this is actually, what I can do here, this 4 1/4, 3 3/4, so 4 1/4. So this is 8 inches instead of 8 1/2, I think is, wait, yeah, because that's just 1/2 inch. Yeah, so this is 8 inches by, I could have done that, it would have been so much simpler. Oh, it's a 1/2 inch shorter. All right, 8 inches by 5 1/2, okay? Ordinarily it would be 8 inches by, yes, 8 inches by 5 1/2. Ordinarily it'd be 8 1/2 inches, and then you scored at 4 1/4. Well, I still scored it at 4 1/4, but that gave me this front that is a little bit shorter, and it can go this way or this way. Today I wanted it to go this way. And for the inside, I just am going to put, and I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside of that, so I'm just going to do just a very little bit on here, really just to hold it in there so that we can see, because you're going to see the edge of it. So, and then this piece I cut 5 1/4 by 4, because this piece here, just this section, would be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I wanted just a 1/4 inch smaller all the way around. Okay, whoop. I must not have, there. Then this piece for the front, because this front piece is going to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So I made it 5, hopefully made it 5 1/4. So yep, 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. Oh no, that's 3 1/2. What did I say this was? 3 3/4. So yeah, that's 3 1/2. So I'm just going to put that on the front also. I should probably have, I don't know where it is, what I did with it. Usually have my silicone mat here, and it's not right here. So, and again, I'm going to try to have about the same amount, and see, having this be the size I had inside, they line up. Okay. Then for this one, I was going to say, this one I want to I just wanted to say just a no. Oh yes, and I was playing around with it, trying to figure out how I might be able to make it just a little bit fancier. See if I can. So there's the just a note, and it might be time to re-ink that because that's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave that. And then what I wanted to do, and do I have my, here's some scrap paper. And then what I wanted to do was have a few colors on here. And I played around, and hopefully this is going to turn out okay. I like inked that up, and then I inked it up with a pale papaya. Then with my fresh freesia, I'm just going, there's little like dots right out here. I'm making those. And there's a reason I did it on there first, to get a good overall coverage if I can of the flower. And then I'm just going to kind of do the centers of the flowers. I tried doing like the outside edge, and I couldn't get it that well. And then I wanted to come back in kind of around the main flowers with my pale papaya. And these are all just our Stampin' Right markers, okay? Not the blends, because the blends are not, you don't want to use those on your stamps, because they'll stain them and may not be the best thing overall. So then I'm going to do that. So just gives it a little bit more. It's maybe, okay. And if I didn't do the extra little stuff with this, if I just did the purple, the flowers were not coming out well. I was playing around with it earlier to just see. As I said, I wanted it just a little bit more than just one. I didn't want it just all one color. But I found out this was really gave me the best results. But, you know, I would just say, if you're doing something like this, just play around with it. Have your scrap paper and just try different things and see what you like the best. And then you kind of huff on it or blow on it, just like breathe on it actually. And so that if any of that because sometimes the ink will start to dry, it just reactivates it. So there, something a little different, but I kind of like it. Maybe it would have been a little better if so we'll be re-inking that pad. I was noticing lately quite a few of my pads need to be re-inked. You don't necessarily notice, you just keep going along and using them, and then all of a sudden they need to be done. So I'm going to pop that up, but thought I had, trying to see, was there, I don't think I'm just going to you could put them on the four corners if you wanted. I'm just going to put the dimensionals in the middle. I'm going to put 3 of them because it's kind of a big one. But if you wanted to, you could put them on the 4 corners. Then you might still want one in the middle, because otherwise sometimes it sags. And I think I could put this right in the middle, but I think I'm going to put it just down there, just a little bit off like that. Sometimes I like to do something just a little bit differently. And there. And I don't think I've got a green ribbon that's like, I've got this plaid, but that's, I think, well, it might work. So you could do a bow, you could do a knot. You can also do a thing where it's just like this. Where's here it is. You could do a ribbon. Let me just try the bow, see if I like the bow. There. Like that. Oh, I might like that. If I decide I don't like it, then I can always, I think that's a little long here. Okay, if I decide once I get it done that I don't like the bow with it, I can always just not use it. I think I do like that. I have to look and see, because the greens I have are not garden green. So, like when I have just plain green, Okay, and then I prefer using a glue dot to attach these, but you know, use whatever you like. Some people seem to be able to use glue and have it stick well. I always had a hard time. It just didn't seem to be as successful for me when I did that. All right, and then what do I want for my, do I want these green ones on there? Let's see, what else do I have here real quickly? Just looking. Oh, those could also look. No, I think I want the green. Okay, where's my, right here. One, two, whoop, it didn't say two. And where will I put the third one? Maybe here. 1, 2, 3. You can put more, you can put less. I'm just going to leave those 3 for right now. Okay, and then if you want, you can stamp, you know, a flower on the inside. You can just stamp a sentiment. You can handwrite what your message in there. But there's that. So that's just, I wanted to do something that was not just our usual, something just a little different. Whoop, what is, I got something is stuck on. Oh, okay. All right. So there's that one. Then I have one here. I thought I would try Misty Moonlight in this paper. And a lot of these, this one is really a pretty basic card. Where did here it is. And again, whatever you like, whether you like tape runners, if you like glue, whatever you like to put it on with, okay? And so obviously this paper can go either direction. Go this way, it could go this way. I think I'm doing this one. What did I want? No, I guess I wanted it this way. So that's really what I thought I would do on there. So this is going to be a very simple one, very straightforward. Oh, do I want a thank you or a birthday on this one? Thank you. Maybe I'll do another happy birthday. What do I have here? 1, 2. Okay. And the next one I'm going to do for sure, I want to thank you. So I think I will do a happy birthday here and just grab the correct color. Just do it with Misty. So this is really a monochromatic card because I'm using the Misty Moonlight. See if I can get this stamped properly without making a mess. Yep, right there. Ow. Pinched my finger in that. Now, what I'm going to do on this one is glue this down in the middle. As close enough as I can get it. And then pop this up. So that's going to be okay. Before I take those backing off, I just want to see, because I was thinking I could actually use this denim ribbon, which ordinarily I would have put it under there, but let me just see, it might be too, yeah, I don't think I like that. This is a little darker. Do I have the Misty Moonlight ribbon from last year here? I don't think I do. I think I got it out. I think I forgot about it. So I did try to get out my old one. When they retire, I put them in a different spot. And earlier, I thought I got out all of the ones. Let's look quickly. I had them all. I thought I put them all over here, but I do not see it. So, yeah, I think I didn't. Oh well. just do this if I can get it to there. For some reason a minute ago I couldn't make a bow. I've heard other people say too, if you're talking too much, or if you're sometimes being on, you know, when you're recording or live, that things just seem to not go quite as well for you as you would like. This. Okay, and I may just, and then maybe that'll just go like that. Yeah, I think I do like that. So this is just a monochromatic one. I have to look and see what I have to use with my bling. Oh, that didn't come off. I got them all off. Put that in the center. Okay, so, okay, there's that. And now let me see, what am I gonna, oh wait, maybe these. Let me see, are those gonna go on there, those blue ones, or is it too much to have the blue? Do I need a little more bling? Actually, let me try this. Just have this thought. I might not like it, so if not, I can always do something else. But let me try this. I'm going to put them, they're squares, I'm going to put them like they're diamonds. One. Up, maybe. Ah, come here. Two, it's not exactly right there, but anyway. Two. Here, let me see if I can get it with this. Hold it up. Oh, I guess not. Now it's stuck down when I didn't want it to, right? Before it wouldn't stick down when I wanted it to. One of the other ones anyway. There. I think I like that. I wasn't so sure when I started, but there. So there's that one. So see, sometimes if you just use what you have, and you can, whether it's something fairly simple or whether you want to step it up a little bit. Like on this one, I colored this a little bit with the fresh freesia. It's the back of the fresh freesia actually, and I colored it using, it was just one of those wood ones, and I just did this, and I just came like this. You start off, unless you want a darker spot on there, which in a sense I maybe would. But then I got thinking about it afterwards. I thought maybe I would like, so let me just see here. Actually, before I do it on there, let me put a little bit of this here. Because I had a thought after I started doing that color that maybe I would like to add another little color. I'm going to try a little bit of gray, maybe. Oh, okay, very light. Let me just see that there, and just a little bit, kind of dirties it up a little bit. Don't want a big smudge of it, but just a little bit. And maybe just a little more here and there. Just a little more here and there. Okay, let me just wipe this out. There, and then I think I do want just a little more of the fresh freesia. Whoop. There. I think I'm going to try that. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of a little bit here and there. Okay. And then, again, here's a fresh freesia base, 8.5, scored at 4.25 this way, 8.5 this way, 5.5 this way, scored at 4.25. So you get the front, when it's closed, it's going to be 5.5 by 4.25. So then I cut, these are this piece and this piece are 4 inches wide. And from here to here is the paper on top is 5 inches, 5.25 inches, but I cut it a little bit. I didn't cut it exactly in half. Now what did I do with my, here it is. So this one is 3 inches and this is 2 3/4. So they overlap just a little bit. Okay, so let me see. That, did this like here, or do I want that little corner, hide it a little more up here, the one that I kind of bent up a little bit. And then I want to pay attention, this way the flowers, that's kind of upside down, this is kind of a direction, also want to make sure I get that right. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. So then the other thought I had was, where did I put it? I know I brought it in here. I have some wide gray. Oh, here it is. I was also thinking I might put this across there. I think I am. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to go over the top, I'm going to put just a little bit, just to do this. To be a little careful. All right. Some of it may stick on the back a little bit there. I think that's what I want. I want to put those together if I can. Oh, good. None came up here. And then, this is how I do it. I put a little bit of my glue on each side so I just got to make sure because it's down a little bit. I'm going to bring this across here like this. Whoop. And trim that off. Now, it's not, of course it's not straight. I knew it wasn't going to be. So let me just see here. This. Okay. Maybe want to pull that off. I can pull it a little tighter. Let me see. Oh no, of course it's, I don't know why I'm looking at the back. That never works well for me. There, just like that. I'm going to put this down. I always go over this when because I want to make sure that's really caught there. Okay. And this is actually, to be honest, this is a little different for me, that just kind of my combinations here. Because I realize I tend to be a little more traditional, I guess you'd say. And then I thought I'd do this. You know, just put thank you on here in gray. Here's the thank you. Where do I have I just had it. Oh, nope. Oh, there. I don't know what I thought that was. Okay. Then thank you. Hope you can see it. Pulling this up. Hope you've been able to see this and I haven't been doing everything too close to me. But anyway. Okay, there's that. And glue this. actually. Just glue that down. The thing I'm going to do here is put, since it seems to want to pop up there, and I think I want to maybe pop these up again too. So I'm going to put just a little glue dot under there to kind of help secure that. Okay, and whew, there's my, and this one I'm gonna put one right here near the top and one right there. I think that'll be enough. One to kind of go, it might not quite straddle the ribbon, but it's pretty close there. Thank you. All right, and then on this one, I didn't know if I wanted just my silver, my basic rhinestone, basic jewels. There's that. What else do I? Get that off there. Obviously, I could use, because there's gray. It's gray. It looks almost silver, but I could even possibly use those. But I think I want it shiny, sparkly. So let me just see here. So it's going to be, I think, between these, and let me just see what how these iridescent look. Ooh, they look red when I put them on, almost red. Pick up the purple. Let me just see. I don't know if I really like that on there. That's not bad, but let me just see. I'm going to try one of these also, so I can just see which do I like. Actually, I think I like that better because these are pretty, but they don't. The silver, they're not really silver. They're just plain. They look silver on there, I guess. Oh, I got a couple stuck to my fingers there. Up. Come on. I'm going to put 3 up there. And actually, I'm going to put this one over here a little more. 3 up there. And then I think I'll put a couple down here, and there. Well, I don't know if I like them on the bottom quite as much, but I felt like I needed something down there. Let me take those off. Because it's wood grain, it doesn't look like there. Yeah, I think I'll just leave the ones on the top. There. All right, that's what I have for today, and I was thinking I could get this done in about half an hour, and I'm still going a little longer than that. But let me just kind of clear the decks here so you can see a little better. Okay. All right. So I can put these out so you can see them better. So these are the ones I put together for you today. Okay. And these were the ones I prepared before coming here. So here, let me move these out of the way because those were yesterday's. There. There. Okay, just like that. I don't know how well those show up here. Move this up. There. Kind of see if they're up. Pretty much up. There. There you go. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Any comments are, well, any comments are welcome. I'm just try to be kind, and constructive criticism is always appreciated. If you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button, and if you do click on the bell, anytime I put something on, it'll come up so you know that there's a new video to watch. Okay, so okay everyone, I'll be back again next week. It's at this time, and I will also be on my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, Friday at 1:45 for a Facebook Live with a fun fold using this suite. And thank you so much. And until we meet again, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.